You did laugh at that. That was a joke. Yeah.
Oh, Teddy, you are a comedic mastermind.
On fire.
Hello and welcome to the tennis. We're back and so are you. Europe versus the world. Laver Cup 8 on the line in San Francisco. Gen Z domination, the fresh faces making waves on the world stage, and Devo at the Davis Cup. Aussies to reset for 2026 after being knocked out in Sydney. All that and more ahead with me, Xave Muehlebach, alongside me, the content connoisseur, Brie Stewart. Welcome back.
Thank you. Content connoisseur. That's new. I don't
like
think I can even say that word properly.
That's all right. It's kind of like if you're a fancy ice cream who makes reels.
Thank you for explaining what the word means. I know what the word means.
Well, it doesn't mean ice cream. It's just a brand name. Anyway, enough of that. The man who writes about this sport for a living and has beard hair on his T-shirt if you're watching at home, it's Dan Imhoff.
Thanks, Xave. There's actually a story behind the beard hair.
Okay. I assume it's just falling out.
Well, I wish it did because I had a pretty disrupted sleep.
Oh.
The beard trimmer went flat halfway through last night. It's a slow charge. Went to bed with half a beard and kept waking up paranoid I was going to rock up for the pod with half a beard. But we got there.
Which side did you do
So
first?
this side was done.
Okay, your camera side.
I was going to just have to talk like this.
Yeah.
That
you
is
weren't sitting
actually
here.
good.
That would have been great. We could have done a full Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, so I was picturing getting on the tram and the looks giving it away. But
Yeah.
anyway,
And you definitely would have got a seat, though. Everyone just scurrying away from the strange man with half a
Moral
beard.
of the story, buy a better pair of beard trimmers.
Noted. Okay. No, but it looks good.
Thank you.
You look great.
No, we're very thrilled to have
I
you
love
back.
that story now I've heard it.
And
I'm
next
so
to
glad I
you-
waited.
Someone who I'm assuming doesn't shave their face all that often, our resident tennis pro, moonlighting as a podcast star. It's Jaimee Fourlis.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank God. You look ravishing in
Thank
pink.
you.
Good to
I
see
tried
you.
not to live.
Is it because you're a birthday girl?
Maybe.
When was your birthday?
Yesterday.
He asked, pretending he doesn't really know.
And what is that arising on the skyline?
There's a unicorn in here. Birthday to you.
Don't forget the hat.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Jane. Put it on.
Oh!
Happy birthday to
Hip hip.
Hooray.
Okay, so for those who haven't skipped ahead, Brie just punched me in the shoulder, which is broken. I've taken the sling off
You
just
need
to.
to put the sling on.
Oh, that's incredible.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Let's crack on.
Oh, this is so nice. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, look at your cool little cake.
Where's the
Oh,
candle?
that's so
For our
cute.
listeners, we don't have candles here. It's a safety issue.
Yeah.
But for our listeners listening, you can see we've got some video of Jaimee playing on the screen, and she got a unicorn cake.
Matches my jacket.
It does.
You're
Thanks,
both
guys.
ravishing.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What kind of
that
flavour
was-
cake is it?
It is a vanilla sponge with vanilla buttercream, with vanilla other stuff, and a horn.
That actually
Did
sounds
you make
good.
it?
Yeah, someone at Woolies did.
Love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do like to bake.
He can cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'll
I
give him that.
didn't want to risk it.
He's got one arm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's.
I made a cake for my
And that arm's
son.
worse now.
Yeah, recently, and it took a lot out of me to make
what a
cake
setback.
one arm. Yeah, all of my recovery has been thrown out the window.
That's why Jaimee was sat over here and she had hers.
Yeah,
You couldn't
Jaimee-
bump her arm.
Do you wanna give me-
Jaimee kept her sling on, so you
I did.
know.
And I
Were
sat on
you-
this side.
Yeah, where Mr. Shallow
maybe-
over here wants his sling off.
Or maybe just hands to yourself in the pod. That should be
Primary
a rule.
school days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Hands on yourself.
Got taken back to my
Hands on top.
childhood.
That means stop. Well, I'm thrilled to have you back. You don't look a day over 14, so I assume that's right.
Yep.
Yep, great. Yeah, you'll
13
be out of the
today.
juniors in no time.
Can't wait. Hopefully, I'm on the teenage domination.
Absolutely.
WTAs again,
Well,
so-
speaking of, that's a little sneak peek of what's caught your eye. Let's jump straight into it. Dan, what caught your eye this week in tennis land?
I think we've got to go with the obvious for Davis Cup.
What the hell happened up there?
It's a tough one. You got to hand it to the Belgians. They were amazing, weren't they?
They were.
Handling. You were up there, Brie. The crowd was packed. 10,000.
Crowd, yeah, we had
at Ken
sellout
Rose-
crowds
Ken Rose-
every day. So it was pumping in there. Really, really
Because you
good
were
energy.
there as just a ticket holder, weren't you?
I was there as a ticket holder. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so it's
went
the
as a
old-
fan.
The old home and away format, which is obviously the best for atmosphere
Yeah.
for Davis Cup or
Mm.
Billie Jean King Cup. Got a feel for Demon that you can't help but think there might have been some emotional baggage
Straight
from
out of
New York
yeah.
off the back of that. Vukic too, you feel a bit sorry for him that he fought gallantly, but was thrown in the deep end, I guess, in that fifth rubber. Couldn't have done any better, but that's the way Davis Cup goes. You often have to handle that pressure, and Collignon was really the star, wasn't he?
unreal.
Raphael
He
Collignon,
was unreal.
world number 91. He'd sounded a bit of a warning at the US Open with a win over Rude,
Yeah.
which people probably mightn't have read too much into, but I think they were aware of him, and he was just amazing from cramping. He was literally lying on the court, cramping against de Minaur to get up and finish that, close that out.
Yeah, and watching the match, it looked like he was going to retire quite a few times. Like quite a few times he walked to the umpire and then kind of walked back. And in press afterwards, he said if he wasn't playing for his country, he would have had to have retired. But because he had that thing in the back of his head that this really matters. But Collignon, Raphael
Thank you.
played so well with going to the corners, especially on that Saturday match. Like he had Demon going just across the court back and forth. And that's why I thought maybe Demon's tired because he wasn't getting to as many balls as what we would normally see from him. However, on Sunday, it was a different Demon that showed up.
Yeah, so he turned up against Bergs and held his own there. And there was some positive for the Aussies with Hijikata making his debut in
That
doubles.
was a great doubles
It was a
match.
great
so
doubles
pumped.
match to
He was
watch.
so
It was
pumped.
so good.
The downside of that is Thompson also coming back from injury was probably a bit gassed to back up for singles on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
And we were missing, keep in mind, we were missing Popperin,
Yeah.
Matt Ebden, Thanasi, who was so good last year for us.
Thanasi was sitting on the sidelines
He
the
was there,
whole
yeah.
Saturday,
That's cool.
Sunday. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
all in all, still a great tie. And all the away teams actually got through of all the qualifying ties across the world. So we had the draw done overnight, and Italy will now face Austria, France to face Belgium, Spain against Czechia, Argentina, and Germany.
Wow, hey. So looking at that, who are the top contenders in your mind in the final 8?
So there'll
Or
be a
going into final
few
8?
late additions to the teams, as in Carlos Alcaraz will likely come into the fray now. He didn't play the qualifying tie. Zverev might come in for Germany. So if Alcaraz is there, you'd have to still say Italy, Spain. I think Czechia is a real chance.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just upset the US
That was
in
a
the
huge
US,
upset.
right? They beat Fritz and Tiafoe on their soil.
Wow, that's oof.
They
Yeah.
got 3 guys, almost 3 guys in the top 20. I think Matchak might be 24th or
He's up
something.
there.
Mensik and Lehechka. So they could beat any of those teams if they're all firing.
And what happened with Runa?
So that was, a monumental comeback from Spain. Denmark were 1 point from advancing with Runa up on Pedro Martinez. Martinez saved that match point, went on to level, and Spain got up 3-2.
Wow.
Yeah,
Don't even need Alcaraz.
that's the thing. He might
Do
be
you think there
sidelined.
should be a rule that if you don't play to get into the qualifying or to the final 8, then
You need to keep
actually
the same
go-
team.
Yeah.
It's such a tricky one, isn't it? Because,
Availabilities and things.
well, also, I mean, Martinez spearheaded that win, and he may not get to play at all now. But I think you'd still be part of the trophy if you win it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd hope so.
I'm not sure on that.
But I'm sure there's some ticket sales execs going, no, you can put
Oh,
Alcaraz
yeah.
in whenever you want.
Yeah.
It's fine. He can play for England if he wants.
Just get him to play.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, so one more question on Davis Cup and the
Yeah.
Aussies. 2026, can they reset the clock and do something better next year?
Absolutely. And they'd still love that they got a home tie. They just would have been probably more disappointed that they couldn't deliver it at home because they don't get to play here that often
Yeah.
anymore. But the flip side is they may end up with another home tie now in Feb. Trying to get back into the
Which is
qualifiers.
really good timing, rolling straight into it
Yeah.
after the Australian Open.
I was going to go to Thailand or something, but all right.
I'm sure you'll still
I'll
go.
probably still go.
Yeah.
With
we
a
won't.
stopover
No,
via
you
in
will.
Sydney.
Yeah.
I
What are those
don't
playing
think
here?
so, Jaimee. I don't know.
No, God, no. Unless there's, I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't mind checking out the first lounge at Sydney Airport. Yeah, we'll think about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
Brie loves it when I talk about airport
It's
lounges.
just so disgusting.
Yeah. That's right. You punched me in the arm.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But now I feel fine
All
about
right.
it.
Well, Dan, thanks for your Davis Devo insights.
Yeah, and just a quick
Yeah.
note too, Billie Jean King Cup
Yes.
quarterfinals are already underway. 2 teams are already through to the semis, Italy and Ukraine overnight.
Wow. It's amazing.
Ukrainians were pretty emotional for obvious reasons. It does mean a lot for those women in Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And also our BJK Cup is coming up also in November.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
in Tassie.
Exciting. Yes. in
And we had
Tassie,
some
in Hobart.
announcements this morning
Ooh.
and
Did
with
we?
Maya Joint
Oh.
in the
That's
team.
exciting.
Yeah.
First name.
All right, well, keep your eyes peeled and your ears listening here. Jaimee, let's stick over with you. What is going on with the teens taking over the WTA?
Yeah, I think it's huge. It's pretty incredible so far this year. I think we've had maybe 5 or 6 winners from the WTA side that are teenagers still. And last week we had Iva Jovic defeat Arango 6-4, 6-1 in Guadalajara. So that was an amazing result for
I know
her.
there's an
And-
awesome photo of her holding a trophy, the confetti's everywhere. She's got a sombrero on.
Yeah.
I love that event.
Oh,
That's
there
the
it
photo.
is.
I love that photo.
It's a pretty cool tournament
It's
to
actually
play
a
and
great
to win.
photo.
And
Yeah.
Eva only being 17 years old, she's on the rise. Started the year at, or previously coming into the tournament 73 and now ends up at 36 in the world. So incredible. And there's 3 months left of playing. So if she does continue to push on,
So for those playing at home, Arango is here with her other trophy, and the bit of confetti looks like she's got a full-on Mexican-style mustache.
Doesn't it?
so yeah, it was really good to see, and she's on the rise. And there's 3 months left of tournament, so there's a really big push for her to potentially be seeded at this coming next year's Australian Open.
Oh, wow.
So which
It's
is
17. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's
saying
nuts.
she's the youngest singles champion of the season so far.
So what other
Leading-
teens are taking over?
Oh, well, we've got our very own Maya Joint, who's done really well this
Mm-hmm.
year. Mira Andreeva, of course, and Sarah Rakatamanga, who also won St. Paulo last week, is now 131 in the world and had defeated a couple seeded players throughout the week. And in her first round match, she was love 5 down in the 3rd set.
So teenagers are now 7-0
Yeah.
in WTA singles finals this season.
Yeah, and it's incredible to see. I think we've spoken a lot about the men and the next gen, but this is the next gen on the women's side, and I really hope there's the hype around them like we've had on the men's side. So
Yeah.
they're definitely people to watch out for.
Definitely. So,
Particularly like there's an Aussie in there too, which is
yeah,
great.
and Maya's really cool. She was actually in here doing a bit of a shoot in one of our other studios, getting ready for the AO launch coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, she's just a chiller.
She is.
She's
Yeah.
awesome, and she won her quarters match
Yes.
overnight. So that's incredible in
Yeah.
Seoul. So
Pete
So
Cannon,
good.
Former
Yeah.
AO champ.
yeah.
Yeah. So, Dan, a question for you. What do these results say about teenagers' ability to compete at the highest level, particularly in the women's game?
Okay, well, obviously it doesn't always guarantee they're going to go on. Just to compare Rakatamanga, I think she was not the first. She's the first player since Timofeeva to win on debut in their first WTA tournament. Other players that have done that were Justine Henin, Tracy Austin, who became 2 big names. Timofeeva hasn't really done a lot, and the other one was Danilovic, who's
Oh,
done
yeah.
quite well.
Olga.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no real gauge that you're going to become a slam winner by any stretch. But
Yeah.
it's an amazing launch pad, particularly for the year ahead. For someone like Jovic, who's 17,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's incredible. And she's a little bit younger than Mira, but we sort of forget Mira's that
So young,
right?
also
Yeah,
so
because of
young.
her success, you
Yeah.
kind of go, cool, yeah, no, she's one of the big dogs.
Yeah. number
Yeah,
5 in the
you do
world.
forget she's
Yeah, still a puppy.
She's been
Yeah.
away.
She's still a
because she's
baby.
19 now.
18.
18. Wow.
Similar with when Goff was teenager.
Yeah.
Felt like forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a teen when she won her first slam. So,
Yeah. But an amazing launch pad. And
yeah.
With these young kids coming up the line and getting better and winning, do you think they've got the right support from the WTA to really foster their careers and make sure they've got the right support to keep flourishing?
Yeah, I think so. And I actually asked my family this last night. I asked the question, and my mum she goes, a therapist. So
Yeah.
she goes,
Okay.
a therapist. I go, okay, yeah, that's fair. And that was pretty funny. But I think when you have a team around these younger girls, and even like when you're 20, 21, that's so important. Like you
Yeah.
see on the men's side, like Sinner, Alcaraz, and even Rune, they travel with their close-knit team. And you have Mira Andreeva traveling with Conchita as well. And also her mum travels with her sometimes. So I think that's really important. And then Goff's parents also come with her. I think having that stability and that close-knit team just provides them with like the comfort that they can say and do stuff within the team that doesn't get put out and they
Yeah.
don't get judged as much. So I think that's quite important for them to then continue to grow and to learn. And I think on the other side, the WTA have a really good system in terms of they can provide, if you want to go to school, if you want to do a uni degree, they provide that and they allow you and they can help you while you're playing.
Okay,
to be
that's
able
amazing.
To
I
study.
didn't
I had
know
no
that.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have like WTA University, so it allows you to,
WTAU.
yeah,
Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah, that'll
I
work.
think that's what it's called, or something like that. It's something like that. I need to double check. But it allows like us to study on the side to be
Yeah.
able to get a degree, and then once we decide to finish playing, then we have something to
Yeah,
fall back on.
that's great. What did
So-
you study?
Nothing.
Great. Bold move.
Pilates. No, but that's probably what I've learned.
I like
is,
Pilates.
is thanks. that's definitely what
Terrible
I've
idea.
learned. Is I probably should have done something back then and ticked it along the way to then when I get to 25 or 26 and I am injured, then I do have something to look
Hello.
forward to.
Yeah.
Media career
I'm trying.
flourishing.
Trying.
Yeah.
Trying. But I know like Maya's studying nutrition, I'm pretty sure at the
Oh,
moment.
that's
So
cool.
she's doing stuff on the
Yeah.
side as well.
So,
So-
I know they do provide psychology through the WTA.
Yeah.
Do they tailor that even more for some of these young players on how to handle all this sudden pressure and hype that comes with it now?
Yeah, probably. I think it's also depending on what you need help with in terms of which areas, but the psychologist that they would have would understand tennis.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite important
Sports
as well.
psychologist?
Sports psychologist.
Yeah.
So you understand the pressures and then through that you can create change and create your habits to be able to help you to play on the
Yeah, that's
court.
good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that wasn't there in the past.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
You were mentioning like players taking their parents, their mum on the tour. Is any player on the WTA side got this mum that is just always push, 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 and you're like, oh God, here comes Barbara.
Oh my God.
I think
Come on the spot.
no, not
She's not
saying.
gonna
I'm
name it.
not saying. I'm not
There's
saying.
tons of them. and She's not going to
feel
name
like
them.
That is such a trick question. It's like, hey, Jaimee, how do we destroy you?
Not today.
Because she's getting good at this and I don't want to take my job.
No, not today.
Okay,
Pass.
fair enough. Good answer.
Thank you.
That's your media training paying off there. I'm going to jump in, Brie. Sorry. I know that we are equal co-hosts on this show. What caught my eye is Laver Cup is back. Our logo is black, but we are heading for the first time in Laver Cup history to the west coast of the USA, over to San Francisco. It is World versus Europe in an ATP event. It is amazing. And our man on the ground, the one and only 22-time Grand Slam champion himself, Todd Woodbridge.
Hi, everybody.
How is it
Hey,
over
Todd,
there?
I've got to tell you, it's nice to be on the ground.
As opposed to being in the air.
Yeah, but no, being here, getting the atmosphere. Because Laver Cup, I've got to tell you, it's one of my favourite events of the year. And a lot of people go, oh, why would it be that? It's just done so incredibly well. The whole atmosphere of these stadiums. I've just walked off the court and been rehearsing for the presentation. And you can just get this feeling like there's so many seats, the colours, the vibe that it has, and even the players that have been arriving. As soon as they get here, you just see a different energy than what they have in a normal week. So it's great.
It really is a beautiful setup, like the black court, and it's very atmospheric. It just looks so, I don't know, premium and high octane.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the detail that really sets it off. Like you talk about the colouring, you know, the blue for Europe, the red for Team World, the way that change. We change ends and everything flashes if they win a big point. It's just like it's pure entertainment as well. And what happens is that makes the tennis even better. Sometimes you think that it might be a distraction, but it actually elevates, and it's incredible as, you know, a sport that when we have one person stand up in the stadium and people go, quiet, please, sit down. And but in this environment, everybody's into that, and it just really changes it. And that's what's unique and it's what's made it such a success.
Yeah, it's almost got a bit of an NBA flavour to it, which is ironic. 'cause
Sounds
you're
like it. Yeah.
at the
In
Chase
the
Centre.
US.
Yeah, totally.
Are the tickets sold out? Todd, are you expecting full crowds?
So I believe every session is now
Great.
sold.
Wow.
So,
That's huge.
you know, again, when you walk into a space that's this big, I'm not sure the total, but this is bigger than what it looked like last year in Berlin. And, you know, and you walk the halls here, you talk about basketball, the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry's pictures all over the place. It's just it's got an energy.
Amazing. So let's have a look at the teams. Team Europe, first up. We've got a brand new captain in Yannick Noah with Tim Henman as vice captain. And then an amazing lineup. You've got Carlos Alcaraz, Zverev, Holger Rune, Casper Ruud, Jakub Mensik and Flavio Caboli. Like,
Not a bad team.
yeah, Team Europe maybe.
Mm.
Team Europe. I mean, you got Carlos coming in with his, new blonde platinum
Yes.
locks, and
Yeah.
I tell you what, he's got a bit of a
Swagger.
look going about him at the moment. He's just done a big press thing at Alcatraz as
saw
well,
that.
and that's the other thing here. You really get some iconic moments that the players are really much more happy to do and relax because of the environment. But when you talk about team, I want to touch on the captain first, Yannick Noah. Obviously, Team World has a new captain, Agassi, and it's as though these things have flipped. If you think of McEnroe, Borg, you've got this charismatic Yannick Noah. I did a gig at the public court today, a refurbishment that Roger Federer was here in town. He's here for the weekend with Yannick, and Yannick just holds court. He just oozes personality, and he's more vocal and funny than what Bjorn was. Just so totally different. Mac played that role previously, and Andre, I've had a couple of times where I've caught up with him for 5-10 how he's going and feeling about the event. He's very more the sterner, stricter, straighter of the two, are much more like where Bjorn was. He just wants to focus on the tennis, doesn't want too much of the other peripherals, really just wants to be with the guys out on court. So we've got a real dynamic change, and that's going to play a difference once we get to matches as well, when we talk more about the players themselves.
And Todd, we've also got one of our own, Pat Rafter, as vice captain.
So vice captains as well. So I haven't seen Pat yet. I've seen him at a distance, but he's going to be brilliant. Pat brings a kind of a yin and yang to the.
That's what I was thinking.
Rafter, because Pat was always the instigator of cool in the locker room and chit chat and, hey mate, how you doing, and going and tickling the feet of Pete Sampras when Pete didn't want him near him and stuff like that.
What a visual I just got.
It's true. And that will be very important in this team, because you've got different characters, haven't you? You've got personalities that like to be engaged and focused and straight on, and then you've got other guys that like to have a bit more fun, and that's what Pat will bring to it. I also think Pat's going to bring a real dynamic to a team that, and we haven't got to those names yet, that will need a lot of help. There's a lot of new players in it that haven't been in this environment. He's going to be able to help a lot with the game stuff. And I think all of the guys that are here this weekend from both teams really should pull Pat aside, go do a session with him about how to transition at net, where to look for the passes, and how to volley. If they all did that, they'll have got their money's worth out of just being at the Laver Cup by having him here, by the way.
So on Team World, tell me, what do you think about them? We've got Taylor Fritz, Alex de Minaur, Francisco Cerundolo, Alex Mickelson, Riley Opelka, and Joao Fonseca. Obviously, we had some withdrawals from Tiafoe, Shelton, and Paul, all injured.
So a young team, but still pretty specky.
Really impressive.
And like early 20s. You've got the youngest player to ever play Laver Cup in Fonseca. He's got a great energy about him. He's got that sort of an Alcaraz feel. And he's still learning. He's still developing. It's going to take him a little bit longer, but wonderful to have him in here. And he's going to bring a lot of fans. That's going to really help the team. They're going to need that noise. Then you've got Mickelson, who is from Southern California. This is a home tie for him, and he's sort of dreamed about playing in these environments, but is inexperienced. Same with Opelka's been here before. He's dangerous for this team, and he's going to have to play a pivotal part. He doesn't mind saying a few words here and there and antagonizing. So I think they need an antagonizer in this team to really rock the boat a little bit. We used to have Kyrgios who was able to do that. Maybe Opelka is that kind of guy in this team. Then if you go to that top end, you've got Taylor Fritz, who has 21 points in this competition. He's got more points than any other player, I think, that's actually playing this weekend. So he is huge for Team World. He's going to have to play a big part. Now, his personality is more trying to get the job done. Then he's going to be backed up by Alex de Minaur now. So Alex is also hugely important. He's got to play well. He's coming off a tough weekend for Australia in Davis Cup. So he's going to have to turn his energy into here. But he's going to play a big part in this, because both singles and doubles, he's going to be needed for combinations to really make things work. And I think that's going to be the challenge for for Andre and for Pat is working out these combinations that are going to need to win the doubles point, because that has been crucial for Team World in this competition to stay in it, and then also to give them their 2 victories.
Is there any doubles combinations there you're excited to see, Todd, forming? I know it's the captain's choice, but who you think might team up?
Yeah. Well, you know, I haven't thought in depth about it, because the captains really work their puzzle, you know, the day before almost. But Opelka is so dangerous in double. So who do you put with him that's really solid? For me, it's probably a de Minaur. I think that's one that could be a real winner, because you need contrast in the doubles combo. So you got him massive, serving big, going to rip returns, but then you got Alex is going to make everything around him. So he sets up those opportunities.
Yeah,
so
sure.
that's a combo that I would expect probably might even be used. So you can't save it to the last day. It might be too late. So probably day 2.
Well, it's interesting. So, like, unlike other ATP events or any major tennis event, this has an escalating point value as you go through the 3 days of the event. So what other differences, what sort of makes, aside from being a team event, why does this stand out?
Well, it takes a lot of tactical precision. With 1 point on day 1 for every win, 2 on day 2, and then 3 points on day 3. And that's where the doubles is critical, because that's played first, and that can get you back in the game. That 3 point can change things dramatically on the Sunday. What you've got to work out is who in the lineups are most likely to be able to beat each other. What are the head-to-heads? Who can get you that point? So we need to get off. Well, I'm thinking about Team World. I've got to be neutral here. But you've got to get off to a good start on that first day. Winning that first point seems to be critical. So you generally they'll put someone out that they're only going to use once. And that's been the challenge, is finding who that person is. Cerundolo has played that role a couple of times for Team World and done a really good job. But he's sitting in the middle of the pack for that team now. So they're going to have to use him at different times. I think the real challenge is to get your head around that. So when you talk about the scoring system, it's unique and it keeps it alive. It keeps it so interesting. And the fact that doubles plays that pivotal part in actually keeping things in there, as it does in all the team competitions, I love it for that reason, obviously, because I'm a little bit biased. I think it's the best part of the game.
Yeah, brilliant. So looking at...
You did laugh at that. That was a joke. Yeah.
I was reading my notes and, to be honest, wasn't listening. No one else laughed. Why are you looking at me?
I was thinking ahead too.
Yeah, I was going, okay, how do I transition
Like,
from that one? Oh, Teddy, you are a comedic mastermind.
On fire. Which drop zone would you like?
That was good.
That was good, yeah.
That was good.
Tipping point reference, weekdays, Channel 9. So looking at the scoreline, who's going to win this thing?
Yeah.
And do you think it's going to be a blowout, or is it going to come down to that last match on day 3?
Well, the heavy favourites are Team Europe by a long way. There's no doubt about that. So this is where team competition really has to kick in, and you got to talk to Team World. Say rankings don't mean anything, because the cumulative rankings are so strong for Team World. For Team Europe. I feel like Team Europe probably has a pretty hefty victory this time around. I'd be surprised if they didn't. So I'm hoping it's not going to be all one-way traffic, but we'll get a very good indication after day 1 how it's going to go. So that's a very pivotal thing to make sure you make good choices if you're Andre Agassi about your matchups.
Very good. All right, quick game. I reckon let's whiz around the desk and online, and we're going to say who's going to win and what's the scoreline going to be.
Okay, I'm going to go Europe 13-4.
Ooh.
Okay.
No
Still a
reason
blowout.
why. It's just, I
mean,
still
I
think it'll be
literally-
pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Team World,
Oh, Patriot.
15-10.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's an exciting
yeah.
one.
I've decided to change what I was going to say earlier because I do like an underdog, and I've gone Team World 2, 11-13.
Oh, down to the wire.
Yeah, because I think if they do win, it'll be close.
Yeah.
They'll need that home crowd.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that will play a big factor in this.
Maybe some rowdy Brazilians too. can
Oh,
come
yeah.
into it.
They love
I'm
a
sure
bit
the
of jowl.
Aussies will be there.
Yeah,
be a handful.
we're
Will they?
everywhere.
Oh, they probably are. Yeah.
Aussies are
San
over the
Fran.
place.
Yeah.
What about you, Todd? Who you reckon, Team Europe or World?
It's Team Europe. They're the heavy favourites, and I think Team World can get themselves 6 points. So I'm going to say 15-6 to the Europeans.
It's going to be a pretty exciting weekend over there in San Francisco. Last question. celeb spotting. Have you seen Steph Curry in the reel? Have you seen anyone else? Has John Hamm been shooting something down the road?
No. They're just on the walls everywhere, but maybe they'll show up. That's the key thing about this event. It brings in the big stars once the matches get underway. So I'll keep you posted. I'll take a couple of selfies if I'm allowed, or maybe I'm not allowed to do that.
Do it, Todd. Stuff it.
Do it. See what I can come up with.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a great weekend of tennis. As I said, it's one of my favourite weekends of the year. And let's hope that we do actually get a tight one, because a turn up for the books is great for competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. So good to see you. Come home
Thank
soon.
you.
Yeah, we
I can't
miss
see
you in the
We
office.
do miss you.
The whole office feels like they're here anyway.
Yeah, they pretty
Yes.
much are. We're the only ones who didn't
Apart
get
from you
taken
guys.
up on
Yeah,
the...
we're just
What did
keeping
you all
things
do
together.
wrong?
It's so quiet in here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm using
edited.
Craig's office. It's good times in there. He's got
Good
a full
idea.
bar under his desk.
Well,
Does he actually?
That won't be there when he gets
No,
back.
I've
How
cleaned
we
it
get
out
through
already.
the day.
Yeah, it must
A little
be.
bit of gin,
Yeah.
a little bit of gin and vodka.
Oh, yeah. Mix it together.
Doesn't need any encouragement.
This is true. This ain't water,
All right.
man. Well, Todd, thank you so much for your time. I know it's getting a bit late there. Have fun. Keep us posted.
Yes.
We'll be having our eyes peeled on your socials and the events. Any other thoughts, or are you getting the heck out of here?
No, I'm going to get the heck out of here. It is only 6:37 here, so even for an old bloke like me, that's too early to go to bed. So
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. Well,
Sure.
time to take in some of the San Fran nightlife.
yes, I will. All right, I'm off to visit the Golden Gate Bridge.
Is that the name of the bar?
All right,
It is
gotta
busted.
go. Bye.
Yeah, see you,
ya.
Jenny.
Bye.
Now, speaking of Laver Cup and the newfound captain, Yannick Noah actually sat down with Viv Christie, co-host of our sister podcast, The Sit Down, and they discussed the challenging transition of players going from rivals to teammates. We've actually got a little clip, so let's have a listen to that now.
The competition is like so hard nowadays between each other. And I understand and I know and I can see that there's like, some of the guys, there's respect, for each other. But, competition can be a disease, and it's something sometimes you work on trying to hate your opponent in order to perform better. And then now we are being teammates. So I really like this angle, where I'm going to talk to human beings, really, not really players, and say, guys, we're going to spend like this fantastic week together. We're representing Europe, and let's just go out there, play for each other as friends, and we'll see how it goes.
Great interview between Viv and Yannick Noah, who won 1983
Of what?
French Open.
Oh, that's my mug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, he's in here. Yannick. That's just my reflection.
And
It's okay.
obviously is the esteemed captain, as Todd said, of Team Europe.
Yeah.
So good luck to
they can-
Laver Cup.
So people at home, you can listen to that full interview with Yannick Noah on
Yes,
Sit Down.
you can.
We'll drop the link in the description of this episode. Now, I just realised something. Because of Todd and his busy schedule, we missed one of our eye-catching moments, the best of them, of course. And it's Brie Stewart. Brie, my esteemed co-host, director of content for Tennis Australia and the Australian Open, owner of many red wigs. What caught your eye?
This is actually my real hair.
Oh, really?
Oh, God. So the notes say I'm going to talk about weddings.
Ding dong. What?
However, I've extended it to be a little bit more about pop culture.
Oh, okay.
But with weddings as well. So I'm going to run through really quick
Yeah.
a few things that are happening out there in the world that only someone hang on.
So we're tennis adjacent.
Tennis adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better suited to me, obviously.
Right.
So what is happening out there? Matteo Rinaldi announced his engagement to Australian Mia Savio this month, which we're really excited about. They own a place here in Melbourne, so we've actually, we've kind of taken over, and he is now
Yeah, we've
Australian.
adopted them.
Yeah.
That's great.
Is Australia almost like another home base for you now? Because
Yeah, without-
Mia's your girlfriend, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, she lives here. Right? Well, she's from
Yeah,
here.
we live together now. We have an apartment here, so
Oh, amazing.
we live together. It's like my second home. Yeah.
I love that.
Needs to work on his Aussie accent, but we're happy to have him.
I love Rinaldi. That was a really great interview.
Hmm.
Very, very lovely guy. Additionally, sources say that Venus Williams allegedly gets married this weekend.
Ooh, is it somewhere in Italy or something?
Amalfi Coast.
Oh, lovely.
Apparently, again, allegedly,
Okay.
to her Italian actor, producer, partner Andrea Preti.
Alleged producer.
Allegedly Italian.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's going to be a private wedding, and we're waiting for further
Bullshit.
details.
Those photos are going to be up for sale.
Yes.
A
Are
private
they?
wedding, as long as, you know, the photographer's there and they sell them
Who
for 200
knows?
grand. Which is
Also-
fine. I'm all for it. If anyone was interested in my wedding, I would have sold them, but no one gave a
You
shit.
sure
Got to
would've.
make money on the side.
Yeah, hustle.
Totally. So Casper Ruud and his fiance this week, well, late last week actually, have announced they're expecting their first baby.
Oh, tennis
That's
baby.
exciting.
I
Cute.
know. So they got engaged late last year.
It's all happening very quickly.
It
Yes.
is.
Good on them.
They're going to have a house in the suburbs and a station wagon.
Well, they're much further ahead than I am, so we'll move on that one. Also, yesterday, Serena and Venus Williams, their new podcast dropped.
Oh, so
Which
they're
is-
obviously like, oh, these people from Melbourne, they know what they're doing. We can get in on that
Yeah.
game.
That's a rival.
Yeah.
Why are you plugging them?
No, it's called Stockton Street Podcast. And in it, they talk about their respective careers, relationships with each other, and lessons they've learned. And they
that's cool.
apparently feel like that they don't really know each other because they've always spent so much time apart. So it's a way to kind of,
Reconnect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
A couple more, or just one more. Andy Murray has announced that he's since retiring, he's found a hobby of accumulating artwork. And so they've run out of space on their walls. So they're having to put it to his other place in his 5-star Cromlix Hotel in Scotland.
Oh, there are
They've run out of walls.
There are first world problems, and then there's that.
I thought it was really quite interesting.
It's very interesting, but like a new hobby is buying art.
I thought he'd have like kids sport to run to. He's got 4 of them. hasn't he?
Yeah, he's busy, man. I thought you were saying he was retiring. I'm like, bitch, that's some old news.
I thought you were going to say his brother's getting a divorce.
Do you know, I
Oh.
put that there.
I thought-
And
I
also-
thought, yeah, I saw
I've also
that.
got Jamie Murray has split with his wife,
Okay.
and is already on Raya.
Yep, saw that.
It's kind of in my notes.
Oh,
but
you're
I
on
thought
Raya, aren't you?
maybe I'll remove it. No, I'm still on the waiting list for Raya.
Don't they know
If
that
anyone
Brie?
works at Raya, it's been 11 months.
Yeah.
Let me in.
Brie has a blue tick on Instagram. Yes, she paid for it, but it's there.
I didn't pay for it.
Bullshit.
You can only pay for it, right?
I reckon you have just scratched the surface. There is so much always happening in the
I
world
know.
of tennis.
But I thought it'd be good for me to kind
That's
of
great.
go around the grounds and all that kind of stuff. And if someone wants to check out Novak Djokovic TikTok, he is doing a lot of dances on there.
Here's TikTok.
Oh.
He has TikTok.
I think he's dancing for his daughter.
Probably.
He did a K-pop dance when he won a match.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
but like
Yes.
I thought, because when I do this stuff, I go and look at people's stuff and see if there's anything interesting. But yeah, he's just dancing still. So
Brie, we're going to stick with you because you've done a little bit of pop culture, touched on a couple
I
of weddings.
have.
You've got something a bit of fun for us.
Well, yeah, with a lot of our players out there getting engaged or married or having babies, we're going to look at the top 5 weddings
Love it.
of tennis history.
There's been a few.
This is cool.
There's been a
Yeah.
few. And we've got some photos as well. So we're starting lowest. So number 5. We've got Novak Djokovic himself. He got married in 2014 to his childhood sweetheart, which I quite like. They've been
Yeah,
together
that's
for
cool.
ages. Just days after winning the men's title at Wimbledon. I do have a question. I wonder if he still would have got married if he didn't win.
He would
You'd
have
hope
got
so.
married, but he would have been
It's not her
hungover.
fault.
Well,
Well,
no, but like you might have been in a bad mood.
yeah, but this would have buoyed his spirits. Look
Do
at
you
the love
think?
in his eyes. Where it looks like Lake Como.
Well, where was it? Montenegro's
Oh.
Armen Sveti Stefan Resort.
Nice.
And his wife, or then, what do you call it, fiance, Yelena Ristic, was actually expecting their first child when they got married.
Oh, wow. That's
yeah,
cool.
which I thought was quite cute. She is in a dress by Alexander McQueen, which I actually
Well, she looks beautiful.
really approve of.
He looks kind of geeky in that photo in his
think
grey
he's-
suit.
Is he
That's 'cause he's
simulating
so
an
lanky.
overhead smash there?
I think it's just the
Oh.
pose. I think it's just the
Oh.
pose.
Oh, okay. I thought he
Oh,
was.
that could be.
But I think you're right. I think he's using it as a tennis racket.
Yeah.
I
He's
think you're right.
The what do you call it? The bouquet.
Yeah.
Or he's doing like an NFL touchdown. He's about to smash that on the
it's
ground.
probably
Yeah.
that, yeah.
And so this was, they had 2 kind of photos they put out there to the press. It was this one and then another one where he'd done like a love heart shape on her belly for the
Oh, that's
baby. But
cute.
I thought that was a little bit
Yeah.
too much.
No, that does look like a very fun wedding. Good on him.
Yeah, we're going to move to 4.
Right. Oh, now this looks fun.
Isn't this photo?
Oh,
it's
that's
like out of
cute.
Vogue.
It really does. Who? So it's so you go.
Caroline Wozniacki. You're also welcome to guess. Did I say it wrong? Wozniacki.
Wasn't it?
Caroline Wozniacki and her former NBA player David Lee. They were married in Tuscany in Italy at
God, there's
the,
some
I'm going to
wedding
say
goals.
this right, but Castiglione del Bosco Hotel.
Sure.
To know. In 2019, the ceremony was attended by 120 friends and family. She wore a custom Oscar de la Renta, which I also approve of. And Serena Williams was a bridesmaid.
Whoa, that's a good
Yeah.
get.
Do you reckon she has like one of the best rings on tour?
Oh, is it epic?
Probably.
Engagement
Is it
ring?
huge?
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
probably seen it up close. We have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and online.
I just think
Insta.
they did this well. So the festivities included a welcome party with fireworks and a competitive athlete-focused game. The reception featured a 4-tier cake and dancing to Lucas Graham's Love Someone, which was also their first dance. And they had an immersive rehearsal dinner as it was themed like an Italian market.
Oh, there's the Italian mafia. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the day of my daughter's wedding.
Close, but yeah.
I'll give props to this. You know how bridesmaids, like historically, they're meant to have like really ugly dresses to elevate the look of the bride. Cara looks beautiful there, but they're really nice dresses on the bridesmaids.
Oh, I do like a
Or-
neckline like that.
Or they're two guests who very awkwardly wore the same thing.
Cool. We're going to move into number 3. Madison Keys. So she's in here because it looked like a big party and they absolutely loved it. She said it was the best day of her life or best weekend of her life. She married
Until she won AO 2025.
Yeah. So she got married in 2024 and then
One-upped it.
then won the Australian Open not long after. And she married Bjorn Fratelligello. Sorry.
Oh, can everyone just marry someone called John Smith?
For me.
Just for break.
A player
Los
turned
Angeles.
coach. So yeah, I loved it because in all the photos that you saw in the press, it was kind of like this one we've got up, but for our listeners at home, it's just a photo you would shoot on your own iPhone of kind of like blurred people in the background and people
it's
having
more
fun.
real, doesn't it?
Yeah,
very
nothing
real.
staged there. That was super
No.
fun. Yeah.
So it looked really fun.
Oh, good. Where was that one? Sorry, did you already say?
Oh, sorry, I didn't say. I'm pretty sure it was, South Carolina.
Oh, cool.
And then Jess Pagula was there, Taylor Townsend, and Jennifer Brady,
Very
among
good.
others.
Good.
Yeah. So we're going to go to 2, which could have been 1. Now, I'm just indicating this is not a wedding photo.
I was going to say, Andre doesn't look comfortable there.
No, and she's
No.
not. And she's not dressed in white. Just
That's
throwing
when
that
they
out there.
first got together a few years back. Well, quite a few years back now.
Yeah.
And it was
Post
a Vogue.
mullet.
It was a Vogue shoot. There are no photos of their wedding. And this is why it's number 2 and why I love it. Days before Graf was due to give birth to their first child in October 2001, she and Agassi tied the knot in a low-key ceremony. The tennis star and Graf invited their mothers and a Nevada judge to their house, and they got married in their courtyard, barefoot and wearing jeans.
Wow.
There you go.
That sounds like a
I like
proper
that.
Vegas wedding.
I love it. The couple used twists of old raffia that Graf found in a drawer for their wedding bands.
Well planned.
That's
Sounds like a lot of
cute.
time went into it.
Yeah. What do you got
I
in the
actually
junk
love
drawer?
that,
Yeah,
though.
it's very
And
bit
it
of
sounds,
string.
low key.
it sounds very them, right? Like
Yeah.
they're both very
Mm.
relaxed people. So yeah, I loved it. But that's not their wedding photo.
No. Good photo though, but yeah.
Yeah. Now 1 is really special, and
It's mine, isn't it?
Did you wear like a 3-piece suit and a top hat?
No. I did have a bow tie though. It was cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll move on.
Thank
We
you.
can
That's
fine. Yeah.
number 1.
Oh,
Kenny.
Oh, is it Kenny?
Ken Rosewell. He married Wilma McIver, who was also a former
Wilma!
a former representative tennis player for Queensland at St John's Cathedral, Brisbane, on the 6th of October 1956. Why is Kenny in here? It was described in press reports as Brisbane's Society Wedding of the Year. Over 2,000 people in attendance outside the church and 800 guests in the cathedral.
That's incredible.
Yeah, take that, Wozniak.
Isn't it
gosh.
amazing?
What a superstar.
Yeah.
He is, though. And he was at Davis Cup day 1 and day 2, sat there the whole time with his son.
Still fighting fit.
He is.
Yeah.
So Ken turns 91 in November. And it's so funny when I was researching, even like he comes up in ChatGPT. It's one of the most important tennis
Well, once you've broken into the
weddings
AI.
as well. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and you're like, wow, Kenny's in there. So I
Yeah.
just think, and
What
look
an
at him,
icon.
what a dapper fellow.
Yeah,
When
that
they're
is
Such a cool
couple.
photo.
the perfect
And
word.
she's
Unreal.
Dapper.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old-fashioned champagne glasses.
Yeah, gotta love a coupe.
Oh, Laver Cup.
Now, why are they shaped the way they are, Brie?
Off Antoinette's breast.
Yes, Marie Antoinette. Yeah.
Mm.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Should
Fun
our
fact
own
for your
first
Thursday.
couple of podcasting Dasher and Luke Saville be slightly
That's what I
offended they didn't make the
thought.
top
I was a
five?
And you know who we
Good
also
call.
Say that.
We also forgot Leighton Hewitt and Beck.
Okay, but you don't have
Yeah,
to
but-
see him sitting across from you.
Yeah,
next
exactly.
week.
I am totally bringing that up next week.
And an honourable mention to Dash and Luke. I'm not sure what they did. Jaimee, can you tell us what
They
they
had
were
it
doing?
at Albert Park.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it
That's
was stunning.
beautiful.
At the
It was-
tennis court or at the park?
No, across from the golf course.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
It's like
I've been to that. I've
Yeah.
been to a training course there. I'm sure a wedding would
It was
be far
stunning.
better.
It was
If anyone's still listening, we've got some more information from off mic. Producer Vic letting us know that Tofu, the famous tennis dog, actually brought their ring down. As he
It was
the
so
ring
cute. He like
bearer.
ran down the aisle. Yeah.
I thought
And
you
then
were gonna-
Dasha couldn't pick him up because her dress was like tight.
Too
It was like
tight.
a corset. So then
Oh
Luke
my
had to
God.
pick him up.
I thought you were going to
It's
say
cute.
Tofu's on his way to the vets to get his tears cleaned because he is.
Oh, his
I
little
saw
tear
that on
ducts.
Instagram.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe he ate the
Gross.
ring and they're waiting for it to come out the back. No?
How many years on?
5, 4.
Yeah, it's
Lodged.
Oh,
Oh,
you do the
gosh.
same word.
That was a very good top 5. Well done,
Yeah,
Brie.
I think I did well this week.
Yeah, nailed that. So that brought me joy, but it's also brought us to the end of the show. But before we do, a bit more joy, Ace of the Week. This is where we whiz around the table, see what has happened this week or is maybe coming up on the weekend that brought you a bit of happiness. Let's start with Jaimee.
Well, can I go with 2?
Sure, but you've only got
Is that-
25
Oh,
seconds.
Okay. The world champs in Tokyo, the track and field. I've been watching that
Oh,
the
yeah,
last
yeah,
couple of
yeah.
days,
Love.
and that's been unreal. And then on Saturday, I'm celebrating my birthday with some friends. So
Yeah.
that's
Where are you
exciting.
going?
Just down to Richmond.
We'll see you there.
See you there. I'll send you the invite.
Yeah,
Everyone's in.
We're all free.
absolutely. And with 9 seconds left on the clock. Well done. All right, reset the serve clock. Dan Imhoff, Ace of the Week.
So just across Punt Road, I'll be at the MCG cheering on the Mighty Lions against Collingwood. Hoping to
I'll
end
see you
their
there.
run. Oh, you're going too?
Yeah, I'm
I
past
believe you're
supporter.
Collingwood,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Come on,
It's a
Brizzy.
shame.
Come on.
That's fine. I'll take the hate.
I like Collingwood.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brie.
I do. I like
Brie,
Thank you.
we can tell.
them. Oh, yeah, I'm in black and white.
So we'll see how
Go
that
the
goes.
pies.
Oh, that's a bit of a turncoat, weren't you, Sydney?
I thought
No,
you were
I'm
Richmond.
Richmond.
Oh,
Oh,
you
okay.
sort of
Ah,
changed.
Time's up.
Need
But
we
that
say
is a very
more?
good one. Have fun with that.
Will do.
Brie, what was your race of the week?
So yesterday I went to my friend who became an Australian citizen.
Oh,
That's cool.
I know, yeah. So it just was, it's my ace of the week because it's really beautiful to sit in a room and see all these amazing people who are becoming Australian and just the speeches and stuff about how like there's 150 people in here with 150 stories and we really happy to have you here. And it just reminded me that there is still some good out there.
That's
Is it
great.
a long ceremony? Like it's quite.
It's like an hour and 20 hours was.
They're pretty moving, though, aren't they?
Oh,
Oh,
yes. I had goosebumps. It's so good.
and you got that in just under the wire. Where was your friend from? Like, what's their birth
She's
country?
Scottish.
She's got a Scot coming in there.
Yeah, she's Scottish.
Oh, that's really cool. No, well done. My Ice of the Week, it's pretty boring, but ages ago we were talking about a Netflix show called Adolescence.
Are you
Yeah.
going
And we
with
all
the
loved it.
show?
No.
Okay, good.
And this week the Emmys were on, and it bloody cleaned up. The
It
dad, the
did.
kid, the
Yeah.
psychiatrist, actress,
The producer,
the producer, the writer, the
director.
director. And I'm like, boom, a really good show, getting the recognition it deserves, and
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with me. It made me really happy.
It did actually.
And I
me
was
too.
like, I was like texting everyone. They're like, yeah, cool. But I'm like, no, it's really good.
I text you about it too. So
Yeah.
at least I was the only person that was feeling the same. I was like, how good is this? Oh my God.
Yeah, it just made me smile. And I'm like, yeah, I think it was one of those things where you go, yeah, it's good to see some good in the world.
Yeah, the quality
Yeah.
lived up to the hype.
Yeah, it rewarded for everything.
Deserved it.
So that is it for us once again. If you've stuck around this long, well done. Jaimee, Dan, incredible as always. I hope you have
Thank
great
you.
weekends.
you.
Thanks for being a part
Great
of
to
the show.
be here.
Loved it. Thanks for the cake.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, she thinks she gets to keep it. That's awkward.
Well, we're going to eat it after.
Oh, okay,
no?
good. Yeah, and I promise not to smush your face into it because that unicorn horn looks pretty damaging. Ow. And Brie, you were incredible today. Thank you so much. She broke my shoulder again. I mean, no, anyway. Brie, thank you so much for being here once
It
again.
was so good to be here. Thank
We'll
you.
see you all next week. Like and subscribe, do all those things, and enjoy the tennis. Don't miss Laver Cup.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey everyone, Harps and Andy here. Just want to remind you that you can watch every episode of The Tennis on our YouTube channel, Australian Open TV.
And we have an email as well, podcast@tennis.com.au. If you thought the show was amazing or you thought it was terrible, We are keen to hear from you. We'll read it. So feedback, comments, whatever it is, get in touch with us at our email and we'll catch you on the next one.
Catch you later.